When we left Speedy reviewing his vacation, he went to Sandestin. He and his family have been the face of Sandestin and the wonderful Sandestin area. Speedy's staying at one of their beautiful resorts. And
maybe Terry ought to be the face of Destin.
Right. And he and his boys and his wife decided that Daddy would take on parasailing. Mm-hmm. Now, when we left you decided that you, Tyler, your oldest son, and your middle son, JC, all on the parasail in the boat.
Yeah.
Youngest son, Reese, and wife, Terry, and the people of the parasailing company.
Exactly. So, I've always seen parasailing, but only from the beach. And, oh, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. Right. But never have I actually been on the boat and said, this is for real. Here we go.
Right.
So we get on the little.
I wonder if you ever will again.
Yeah, I think I will. Okay. I got to get back up on the horse, Rick.
You're right.
I think. But as we were talking to my kids, don't be scared of parasailing now.
Right.
As we were.
But that's a tough conversation.
Go back to the car.
Yeah, right.
And so we go out and again, we just are loved on and
you've done enough.
You're
of
the
that.
face.
I just want to make sure because you know how people hear what they want to hear.
You can go to the beach again.
Okay, good.
Yeah, right.
I just want to
You're
make
the
sure
face.
that everybody understands.
I'm not
that.
sure you're gonna go free anymore, but I mean,
Rick.
we'll see.
Either tell it or don't bring it up. You gonna tell it?
Greg, I want you to hush.
That's all I'm
okay?
saying.
You've been complaining about a neck for 2 months.
Listen, no, I'm just saying I'm tired of your PR and tell what happened.
Okay, I'm about to. I'm about to.
We understand they treated you good, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
What happened? You nearly got killed. Go.
That's a good one. So we're on the boat, and boom, here goes the parasail. They parachutes up. Okay, so now the parachutes.
You don't like it.
The parachutes, kind of it's up, and now it's dragging behind the boat.
I'm feeling pretty good now.
And it's time to get harnesses on.
Okay.
Are you going, wee?
And the captain says, "Hey, because of the weight and Tyler's a little bigger, and let's just do 2 right now.
Okay.
Probably the best.
Boy,
probably the best idea of the day.
Praise God for that.
Because as the captain said, because safety is our number one concern.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And he said
Evidently.
so maybe Mom and JC could go on the next ride. We'll take you on however many we need.
Good call taking the
Right,
middle
yeah.
kid off who probably would be in counseling now.
Yes, and so I was like, okay, well we can do that, or I can go twice because Terry's like, I don't know if I'm gonna go or not, So I said we'll figure that out now. Right now it's time for
had no
Dad and
idea.
Tyler to get in the harness.
You and Big Boy.
So I get my
The new
flip
tennis
video.
star.
The flip video was the big discussion because I'm always thinking about this. We got to get video of this. It'd be a great discussion.
Oh, yeah.
So it was, Terry, should you have the flip video from the boat filming, hey, look up,
That
there
would
they
have been
are.
my vote.
Oh,
Gosh.
I wish that would have been the
But as the owner and I were talking about, it sure would be cool to see from my perspective. He said, because you can see like the city and miles and everything.
Oh,
case.
So I'm
And
like,
you can see like fish up close. You
yeah,
didn't realize
exactly.
it, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. At jellyfish too that were all around us. And so I was like, well, no, the vote will be that the vote will be that hey, Dad holds it. So we get on the back of the boat. All right, it's flat in the back. Okay.
Right.
And we get the harnesses in. It's almost like think of a hunting harness that you climb and you just kind of have what it looks like.
in, brother.
And then boom, you clip, and now here we go. We're holding.
Harder to get out of it.
Okay.
You thought.
Yeah. So
Tangles,
now,
too.
so now the boat they start gouging it, and now they're boy, we're going
How does it
now.
go?
And here we go. Y'all
letting
ready?
them bump.
I need one more. Okay.
I want a double cut. There it is.
And it's the
Because
waves.
it pulls it under.
Yeah, the waves are.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're
he went one
boy,
more
here
than I
we
thought he
go.
would.
How about that? and so Terry and the boys like, have fun, Daddy, we love you. and Terry's like, son, be careful. It's now we're up.
Oh, but you're loving it now.
Now we're coming up. Now we're not on the boat. Now we're over the water.
And you're loving it.
Now, the discussion was, hey, the flip, you can't get wet, but I understand, hey, this is on me. I'm holding. We are going to dip you. But we won't go deep. We won't
don't
go
have to dip.
so we won't go like so far into the ocean. We'll just like dip you from like your
feet.
Yeah, your feet up. You boom. Hey, you're wet. Now you go. So when we
And that's not
started,
necessary.
so we get up.
You dip, I dip.
And
we
now
dip.
when we started to hit the water,
baby.
I thought, well, this is the dipping part.
This is that dipping part he talked about.
Yeah.
But
this
oh,
is
no.
the dipping part, and this is what Tyler talks about too.
A lot.
I thought we were just going to get dipped.
Now that he can sleep again.
Well, again, this is from my view because I'm going through
Well, as
it.
long as
From
they're
the
clear.
boat, it's totally different because they knew right away there was a problem. Okay.
So no, so now you don't
right.
know there's a problem.
No.
And everybody else does.
So you've got
Thinks it's part of the ride.
So you got the captain, which by the way, if you're pulling a parachute, you got to let her eat. You got to get some speed
Right.
going.
And
Okay.
you got a lot of responsibility.
So so he's got two
Pulling.
guys. He's got two crew guys with him that they're in charge of spotting. They're turning around, making sure everything's okay. He's gouging.
and
How's the boat go?
An outstanding swimmer.
You know, they're going. All right, so here we go. We're up. The next thing I know, if you've been skiing and you fall but you hold on to the rope,
Oh, we've been
Not
there.
recommended.
no, you're supposed to let go
let it
because it
go.
will just beat you to death.
Let it go.
You're being drug in the water.
Well, again, I'm in a harness, so is Tyler, clipped on to this thing. We can't let go.
Oh,
We're at the
my
mercy of this boat.
you don't have an escape.
No,
Yeah, you should have had a little-
No, but because this has never happened before.
Yeah.
You know, this has never happened before.
Push
so
the red button.
all of a
They-
sudden,
they kept saying
I bet
over and
they'll
over.
have-
all of
new
a
harness.
sudden, this parasail, this parachute collapses.
Oh, my
and we
goodness.
fall into the Gulf. Okay?
That's not funny. I'm
like
sorry.
fast?
When we fall, and I had no idea the sounds that I make. I'm oh, you know, I'm just screaming because and praise God, the good Lord was looking down on us. Believe it. The wind was blowing onto my side, so
Yeah, he was only punishing you just a little bit.
so all the cables and harness and just clips and everything, it comes down on me and not on Tyler.
Well, praise
thank,
God for that.
Thank the good Lord.
Tied
Well,
you up.
Because he had to
Look-
get back to his tennis lesson.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
well,
he got his
now
career.
understand he's getting hit and drug and everything. Now when they saw what was going on, they slowed down, but it takes a couple of seconds to
Yeah, it
slow
does.
down.
It
So
sure
you're
does.
getting the crap beat out of
Yes,
you. You know.
Explains why you look like you've been thrown down steps.
So
you're a little beat up.
I am beat up. Just I'm talking about I don't know what's going on. My hand
Picture him
got my
bobbing in
hand.
the
I'm
water.
gonna lose this nail. My hand's caught in one of the clips,
Oh, my
and
gosh.
I start getting like hung. Like all the ropes are coming around. It looks like I jumped in a bowl of spaghetti, or like the extension cord that you use to weed eat. It's like I stepped right in the middle of it and said, "Okay, now tangle it all up around me."
It's all
While
over
being
you.
drugged through the water.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So the crew is at the back of the boat because this has never happened before, and they're
They
like,
told you that a lot.
yeah, and they're jumping in the water. They're like, oh my gosh, you know, let me get you out of this. And my two things. First of all, I was thinking about Tyler through all this. Is he okay? And I knew we had life preservers on, and we had harnesses on, so I know he wasn't going
Life
under.
jacket,
And I knew that everything was okay as far as that goes, but I just didn't know if he was getting just absolutely killed like I was.
Was he tied up in cables too?
And
Well, you don't know what the ropes
so
are
they
doing.
finally stop, and I look over, and I'm like,
Rick.
you know, I'm like, Tyler, are you okay? And he's like, yes, sir. And they all start jumping in, and I didn't know how bloody I was.
Right.
But
Oh, they're chumming now.
Yeah, now they're chumming, and Terry starts screaming, okay, there's jellyfish all around you. And there were jellyfish as big as a basketball all around us.
How
and
they doing? Show
They're
us how
doing
they
like
doing.
this.
Okay.
Oh my
At
gosh.
this point,
And
I
they
wouldn't care
start
about that.
pulling us in, and that's when Daddy started saying stuff.
Rick and Bubba.
You're parasailing.
Mm-hmm.
You crash into the water.
Yep.
You're wrapped up in ropes.
Yep.
You're being drugged by the boat.
Yep.
And you just asked your oldest son, "Are you okay?" That's where we left.
Yeah, are you okay? And it's all a little bit blurry because it happens. I mean, I should be on this, vacations, gone terribly wrong.
Good times gone bad.
Yeah, or something like that, or I shouldn't be alive.
Boats
Where's
attacked.
where's the movie
How
camera
about
that
this
you
caught on video?
yeah? Where's your movie camera that you decided to take up in the parasail?
Well,
with you?
it's around my wrist still because it has one of those little cables that come out and you can tie it around your wrist.
now it's in the water.
Yeah, now it's in the water, and I've got it all happened so it was just so crazy.
got a
Now
cable
I've got
around
hands coming at me, and it's the crew.
All right, time out. Bubba had a good question too. I think it's okay to be here. When did you know you were in trouble? Because you thought this was the dip in the water.
Yeah, I
when you
thought-
started going down, did you think I'm crashing?
No.
Or did you think, oh, well, here comes the deal?
I thought here comes the dip, and Tyler will tell you now too that he did too. But on the boat, totally different perspective. They knew when we went down, hey, this isn't good.
Because
So
they weren't at the dip part yet.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. They knew that, but we didn't.
So your wife and 2 younger sons hear the mania in the boat. They knew you were in trouble before you knew you were in trouble.
Correct.
When they start dragging you like a cork, that may have been a sign.
Yeah.
That
Well,
ain't good.
How far did you
can't-
get drugged before
That's not
they
a deal.
stopped?
You know, I don't know. They might
Look
could
at
tell
his
you.
look at his neck where the rope had him. I mean, you could have strangled him.
Yeah, it could have.
I'm sorry. I'd have given anything to see.
I would have too.
Yeah, well,
No
my
offense,
wife,
Speedy. I'm
well,
glad
as-
you're okay.
As we went to bed last night,
I'm
my
sick
wife,
at my stomach. We can see it.
my wife said, I can't laugh about it yet, because
Boy, I
from
can't.
what
I
I
wasn't even
saw,
there.
she said
Well,
it was
well,
awful.
well, Mama saw her husband and one of her sons
True.
in a
Yeah.
lot of trouble. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's no fun.
No.
No, that's not.
Now
fun.
for us, wow.
Yeah. So I look at the camera and I realize after it's over, I got that weak hand coming out of the water with the camera.
I saw one of those once.
Yes, it's over. It's wet and it's gone. So one of the crew guys takes it. Then they pull Tyler up. And
So they got the camera before they got you. That was the importance. That's
well,
why
I
you
mean,
had
it was my hands
That's
were
just
up.
funny.
Yeah, they
Hey,
just
get that
grabbed it.
camera. That thing's worth a lot of money.
Yeah. So now I'm still in
Oh,
the
Baldy,
water.
he'll be all right.
And I'm going, oh my gosh, and I ask him, what happened, because I'm still confused by it, and I knew that my lower extremities were messed up because the pain I was feeling.
When the
if
cussing
you've ever been hit in the shin
And the blood in the water.
yeah, the blood in the water and getting hit in the shin
and the
like
small
you did.
sand sharks.
And I thought I didn't want to.
circling.
I really didn't want to look at it because it was underwater, so I didn't really know how bad it was.
Because when it
yet.
comes out of that salt, you start screaming. People get bit by sharks.
Yes.
Till they get out and the oxygen gets to it. They're all right till then.
Exactly. So when they come up on me, I hear I think it might have been the captain. Oh my gosh, he's tangled. And it looked like I had snakes wrapped around me. It was just a tangled mess, and I was in the middle of it, like I was the pole, and everything was tangled around me.
Would they get the boat cutters and cut you out?
Well, no, they pull me up. And they set me on the end of the boat, and they're like, "My
Tangled.
gracious!" And it takes them a while to get me untangled.
Picture it.
And I now I'm laying there and still can't believe it. And now I'm looking down and I'm bleeding from the shin and stuff. And the way the water was so cold too, I couldn't really feel
Real
everything.
cold.
And my right ankle was really swollen and hurting.
Here you
And I'm
go.
thinking, now you have to survey yourself and go, okay, I'm hurt. Now how bad am I hurt?
Okay, I got to interject something here, and it happened to me, and we've all been there.
Right.
We've all worked very hard to be sanctified by the power that is only found in Jesus and the Holy Spirit. And I remember thinking I'd made huge progress on language and saying things that shouldn't be said.
Right.
Until I dropped the TV on my leg,
Right.
and then I realized I still had work to do.
Yes.
That'll do it.
Because there's things that are lodged deep inside of you that you don't know are still there.
Correct.
How did it go language wise for you?
It didn't go real good.
Really?
Rick. As my son, my middle one,
Mm-hmm.
JC, asked as we were limping back to the car, "Daddy, what does this mean?"
Right. Right.
That you kept repeating
Right.
over.
Right.
And
And I'm
over.
like, "Well, son, we'll talk about that later."
Yeah. Daddy was in a panic.
Right. And my wife.
Technically, it's the name of a puppy.
It is.
Right. It is.
Right.
You just don't want to put "son of a,"
Right.
in front of
Well,
it.
that would.
Well, I know.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. And apparently,
that seem to be-
the captain was a little freaked out too.
Right.
Were you calling?
Hey,
So that's
he
what you were calling?
Yeah. So when
No, I wasn't calling him
okay.
that. I was just screaming that, and Terry said, "Well, she, after it's all over and you're back at the house, and we had an hour or two, Terry kind of came over to me and she said, you were in a lot of pain, weren't you?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, I know what you say when you get hurt now."
isn't it interesting? You never know which ones are going to come up because you don't choose them.
Yeah.
They choose you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I remember sitting down and Sherry and I even went back and reviewed, and I said, "Interesting. These are the ones I went with."
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the noises.
Now a couple of them we had to look up. We never heard of. Before.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, you make them up on your own.
Right, right.
Yeah, you put some together that don't belong together. Yeah, I
Right.
did a little bit of that.
They
And
choose you.
yeah, and the noises you make too.
Right.
I reflect back to that. I mean, I just started making noises. I didn't know I could come out of me.
Right.
Because when you think you're getting mangled and you're gonna die, you're like,
Yeah.
you're screaming and hollering and what the.
You realize that you here's what you know that wasn't your day.
No, it wasn't.
Because it,
No,
that
it could have been
real.
It could've-
could have been real bad.
Yes.
What
So how long were you in the water with rope?